So in Act 5, Scene 1, it's a famous sleepwalking scene of Lady Macbeth. It's mostly as all the times, mostly as seen, and you should know about this. It's a famous scene in say Shakespearean Macbeth act. Okay. So the scene starts like this. There is a gentlewoman. Gentlewoman is basically someone who takes care of Lady Macbeth. She is mentioned as gentlewoman here, and a physician. Physician is a doctor. You can consider him as a doctor. He came to take a health checkup of Lady Macbeth because gentlewoman was worried of Lady Macbeth's health, and she says Lady Macbeth sleepwalks all the night, and she says few things which is very disturbing, and she cannot even tell to physician what the things are because she is scared of whatever Lady Macbeth says. So physician asks her, what is it? What does she talk? Gentlewoman refused to say because she is scared of whatever the things Lady Macbeth says. So when they were two in conversation, Lady Macbeth enters to the scene. She enters with a light candle lit in her hand, and her eyes was open. But so physician, as her eyes are open, she can see. So gentleman says she cannot see anything, just her eyes are open, but it is of no vision. So she is in sleepwalking. Her eyes are open, but she cannot see who are in front. So physician says, the doctor says, let me take note of whatever the things she says so that I could, treat her well, give a good treatment to whatever the disease she's having. So he starts taking notes, and Lady Macbeth starts saying few things like she washes her hands continuously, she rubs her hands continuously as if she is washing her hands. She says, let all this blood go, I want to wash all the blood. Even the perfume of Arabia is not enough to gentle her hands, which is filled with blood. She was not actually washing her hands, but she was rubbing her hands as if she was washing it. And in this time, she reveals about Duncan's death, Banquo's death, and Lady Macduff and his son's death. Okay, she talks about three things, that is Duncan's killing of Duncan, murdering of Banquo, and murdering of Lady Macduff and Lady Macduff's son. Okay, all these things gonna be revealed to gentleman and physician. They were full of shock to hear all these things. Okay, remember three things she says: Duncan's death and Banquo's death, and she refers Lady Macduff as there was Lady Macduff and she's not here now. Where is she? She indirectly says that she has been killed. Okay, and she says in her sleepwalking, she says to her husband, what is done cannot be undone, so there is no point of thinking of it, so nothing can be undone. Wash your hands, let all the bloods go away. She says this, and it shows how guilty conscious she is, and she is sure that in hell she will be treated so ridiculously, and she's so guilty conscious, and she feels too bad about whatever deed she did. In previous acts, she is referred to as having no woman nature, like no sympathy or no woman nature she lacks woman nature. But here in this scene, we can see she is also by the end a woman, and how mentally depressed and suppressed she is for all the deeds she did. She recalls all those times when she supported her husband to do all these murders and all. So this scene is mainly about sleepwalking of Lady Macbeth and all the things she uttered whilst she's in sleepwalk, and the physician and the gentlewoman are shocked to hear all these things, and it shows how mentally she is suppressed. Her mental health is so much declined in this scene, we can see that. And the physician comments at the end saying that she needs a priest or a divine help more than physician. more than a doctor. She needs a priest help, that is, who do, God's, she needs God's help. She needs divine help more than a doctor or physician. So, yeah, this is all the scene. Mainly remember these things. Famous sleepwalking scene. This is a famous sleepwalking scene, and there are few sentences in this scene, few dialogues you have to use as it is in your answers while writing your answers. I'll give what are the dialogues. I'll give another video from each scene, which are the dialogues which are helpful, which gives you marks. Okay, use that dialogues as it is, and you'll gain a lot of marks. And remember, gentle, divine, and physician are present in the scene, and their witness is something they should never have been witnessing. Okay, so they are so disturbed by whatever Lady Macbeth says. Lady Macbeth, mental health. You can see the declining of mental health. She was so strong and bold. She was not having any woman nature, but now we can see how guilty consciously is, and she needs priest or divine help more than a physician now. And this is all about this scene. Hope you understood it. So go through your textbook, just read once, but these are all the major things. And here she mentions about death of, she mentions about the death, or we can say killing, or yeah, death of three members mainly. First one is Duncan, second one is Banquo, and third one is Lady Macbeth and her children, and her child, Okay, these are the three main people she talks about in her walk, about killing of Duncan, Banquo, and Lady Macbeth and his children. So remember these things. These are the all main things happening in this.